Donald Trump finally reveals why he and Jeffrey Epstein had their epic falling out all those years ago. Now, everyone said it was the bad real estate deal, but Donald Trump in Scotland finally tells us what happened between him and Jeffrey Epstein.
Writing stories about the time he threw him out of Mar-a-Lago. Can you settle that? What was it about? What caused the breach with him?
That's such old history. Very easy to explain, but I don't want to waste your time by explaining it. But for years, I wouldn't talk to Jeffrey Epstein. I wouldn't talk because he did something that was inappropriate. He hired help. And I said, don't ever do that again. He stole people that work for me.
So, their falling out was over employees. Epstein poached some of Donald Trump's workers, and that's why he kicked him out of Mar-a-Lago and didn't speak to him for so many years. That's the reasoning. To be honest, I didn't even know Epstein had employees. I've never seen that is actually a pretty interesting thing. I've never seen anyone say that they were an ex-Epstein employee. He's like a billionaire running all these companies, and I've never seen anything about employees. Okay, but literally Trump missed an easy layup there. He totally could have just said, I found out some news that I didn't like about Epstein and I just got rid of him. I didn't want him around anymore. That was that. Like, that was an easy layup. He said him and Epstein had a falling out over staffing issues. The Scotland trip was just amazing. I mean, there was that clip of Donald Trump cheating at golf with his caddy. But there was also this part here, which I thought was hilarious. It's basically Trump saying that he didn't have the pleasure of going to the island.
Tell the truth. And by the way, I never went to the island, and Bill Clinton went there supposedly 28 times. I never went to the island, but Larry Summers, I hear, went there. He was the head of Harvard. And many other people that are very big people. Nobody ever talks about them. I never had the privilege of going to his island. And I did turn it down, but a lot of people in Palm Beach were invited to his island. In one of my very good moments, I turned it down. I didn't want to go to his island. Yeah, and that was it. I'm glad I did, if you want to know the truth. And by the way,
that's one way to put it. He didn't have the pleasure of going to the island. I wouldn't phrase it that way, but that I guess. I mean, when I'm thinking about that, I'm thinking about how, usually when you're given a gift or someone offers you something, it is the polite thing to do, to turn it down at first, but you actually do want to go, and so you're actually waiting for them to ask you again. It could have been that scenario, and maybe Epstein, his friend of 10 plus years, and he's with many photos. I mean, there are so many photos of them together. It's insane. There's more photos of Donald Trump and Jeffrey Epstein together than there are Donald Trump and Eric together. And one last thing, the island is nice. I was under the impression that the island is where he razzle and dazzles. That's where Epstein razzles and dazzles people. That's where he brings like big players, scientists, politicians, world leaders, and whatnot to kind of like, show them, how cool things can be. I was under the impression that the real crazy stuff happened at the New York place and his New Mexico ranch. There are no logs of those areas there.